Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I kind of wondered if I should still post this or not, but I felt like there were such good books and I wanted to make sure that people didn't forget them. And also, this is how I spent some of my time during the holiday break, just kind of escaping and spending some time just kind of enjoying the holidays in a really different way. Welcome to Talking Books with Tanisha. I'm Tanisha, and reading is one of my favorite things to do. And sharing books with other people is my other favorite thing to do. And maybe my last favorite thing to do is like talking about the books that I read. And so I'm hoping today that you'll be excited about these two books as much as I was. One of the books is kind of a cheat because I read it again. I read it last year, but I also read it again this year because I was so excited about the new book that I read. And I decided to go back and read like the original one because the author is really amazing and she's really gifted at telling stories about the holiday. And one of the things that she really loves to do is to celebrate Black love, like Black love stories, rom-com. These are both YA books. And the book that came out first is Love in Winter Wonderland, the one on this side behind me. It's by Abiola Bello. And here it goes. She is a book that I found last year when I was at the local bookstore, just looking for some really fun holiday reads. I love kind of stacking up a pile of books for the holidays where I can just kind of relax and not worry about anything except for escaping a little bit into someone else's really great story. And this book did not disappoint. It's a really beautiful story. A highlight of it, for those of you who are maybe interested in getting it, is it takes place in a bookstore. Trey, who is the character kind of on the ladder, his family owns a bookstore. It's been in his family for generations. And Ariel is looking for a job. Ariel's down here with the red hair, looking for a job. And everything kind of works out for her to be able to work in Wonderland, the name of the bookstore. Unfortunately, Wonderland is in financial trouble and is really close to being eaten up by a corporation who is interested in just kind of getting rid of like the quaintness and like the family history of it and just kind of turning it into like a business model. And so the story is like, how do they save Wonderland? But also the story is kind of what's happening between Trey and Ariel. There's just some really great, complicated storylines that are in there. And it's fun. And she takes really good care of the characters as she's telling this story. There's some body images, body image insecurities that come up. There is some insecurity about just like self-doubt, self-confidence. This is in both of the characters. They show these kind of different qualities. There's some family loss that happens. There's some family financial struggles that are happening. A lot of things are going on. Relationships that have been established for a really long time, they're now being questioned. And the new relationships that could be kind of possibilities. It's the perfect winter read. It is the perfect anytime read. So I'm going to say this, these are both holiday stories that can be read anytime. But it's perfect for like the time you're in a nice, you're on your couch with a nice blanket, cup of hot chocolate or some tea, and you just want to escape for a little bit. These are super quick reads. So like maybe a day, if you don't have nothing else to do, you can just focus on reading. That's what I was able to do, is kind of take some time, a few hours, and just like go through it. And I really enjoyed Love in Winter Wonderland. So I read that last year, but I lent this book to a friend and she enjoyed it and she brought it back to me and she gave me this new one only for the holidays for Christmas this year. And so I read it as soon as I got the book the next day. I started reading it and I finished it like, really the day after that. So this story is about two characters. This is about Tia and about Quincy. Quincy's family takes care of kind of like a bed and breakfast resort. And Tia's mom takes her from the city in London out to kind of the outskirts in the country to spend some time at this ranch. And Tia is not impressed at first. Trey is, getting over Quincy is getting over heartbreak. Um, and Tia has a boyfriend back home who's not quite sure if it's actually still her boyfriend or not. And so as they're kind of navigating all of this, there's things like, the winter ball is coming up and everyone needs to have a date to the winter ball. And um, Quincy's sister is like a celebrity and her best friend's like a supermodel. And all these kind of like characters are kind of thrown together into like an everyday, very super casual, pretty chill story around what happens during the holidays on a countryside in England. Um, I love that both of these stories are featuring love and Black love, and they're both talking about pretty serious, relationship questions that you have, and like also again, like there's a little bit of financial struggles that are happening for Tia's family. There's a little bit of like what it means to be the only Black family in this kind of quaint town that Quincy's family is dealing with. And there's just kind of the story between the two of them. They're very different. And maybe they're not as different as they think they are, right? So the holidays are happening and lots of great things are going on. And I wanted to share these with you because tomorrow is going to be the New Year, the beginning of the new year. Um, and I'm hoping that you don't forget that you can actually take time that you're feeling right now, whatever holiday feelings that you have, whether they are happy feelings or sad feelings or feelings of love, feelings of grief, feelings of just joy and wanting to be around community. You can always carry those feelings with you in the holiday season. And you can always find someone who's identifying with what you're going through. And sometimes you don't need to wait for like a special holiday to read a book that's based on the holidays. So I kind of like contemplate, should I share it? Because it's almost the end of the holiday season. But you know what? These are anytime books that you can read whenever you want to. So check out Love in Winter Wonderland. And then also check out Only for the Holidays and save these books. These are books that I actually like. I'm going to take them and keep them for myself. I'm going to read them again next year because I think it's going to be my new favorite holiday reads. Um, I'm hoping that you are excited about what's coming up for you in the next year in 2025. I hope you have books that you're waiting for that you're either like excited to receive or excited to buy or excited to, borrow. I hope that you can share what the books are. Please tell me what you're reading. I'm going to continue sharing my books with you. This is a special little seasonal Talking Books with Tanisha. We'll have part 2 of season 5 coming up very soon. But I want to take a little bit of break just to enjoy my holiday as well. So I hope that you keep reading. Please know I will always be reading. I'm so excited to share the new books with you. Have a great holiday. Have a great New Year's. Bye, everybody.